Hey Janine, how's it going?
Hi, Bill. I was just looking at our income statement. Things are going great.
That's perfect timing. I was hoping we could continue our discussion about new views accounting software. You mentioned you could show me how to take advantage of document views.
Sure. We can take a look at that right now, starting with the income statement I was talking about. So here we're looking at the income statement for March 2014. We can see the begin and end date for this report at the top of the window. The date index tells us that only transactions that fall within this date range are reflected in the report. The type tells us what kind of numbers we're looking at. In this case, we're seeing dollar amounts and not quantities or item counts. A financial tag means we are looking at financial amounts versus things like purchase orders or budget figures. The single period view shows us amounts for a single date range. We can always determine which view we're looking at by taking a quick look at the title bar at the top of the window. Let's work out what the title bar is telling us. We can see that we're looking at accounts on a single period report sorted by line. The title bar also tells us that we are looking at IS, the income statement, which is one of the financial reports in this set of books. Let's say we want to change the date range for the single period report. We double-click anywhere in the heading of the first amount column, and the Define Columns prompt appears. Most of the time, the begin and end date are the only things you change on single period reports. Let's do that now. Now we can see the income statement for the first quarter of 2014.
That seems very straightforward. What if I want to compare amounts for each month in the quarter?
That's easy. You use the Accounts tab to change the view of the report. The plus sign tells you that there's more than one option. Let's click the Accounts tab to see the views that are available. The views shown here are available for all blue account tables. A single period report, as we've already seen, displays amounts for a specific period. Setup is used to add new accounts or to change the settings for existing accounts. When you want to see amounts for more than one period side by side, you can use the multiple period analysis. Custom analysis lets you define columns to create a specialized view. Budget is used to enter budget amounts for accounts.
So if I want to see monthly amounts for the last 3 months, I would use multiple period analysis, right?
That's right. When you click on multiple period analysis, multiple amount columns will be displayed. Notice that the title bar now shows us we are looking at a multiple period analysis. The last time I looked at this view of the income statement, I set it to display monthly amounts for the last half of 2013. So that's what we're seeing now. You wanted to see monthly amounts for the first quarter of 2014. So let's double-click the heading of any amount column to bring up the multiple column setup prompt.
I'm guessing I should change the column begin and end dates to match the period I want to see. So I would enter January 1st for the begin date and March 31st for the end date.
Notice that the resolution is already set to month, so we're good to go. Just so you know, though, several other options are available, including weekly or daily resolution for account balances. There are lots of other useful views throughout a set of books. You can use the Notes view to add freeform notes anywhere. Some account tables, like the trial balance, have their own specific views.
So far, we've been looking at views of reports. As we discussed previously, reports are tables of accounts organized in a meaningful way. But what about accounts organized by type under the Account folder? Are different views available?
Yes, let's take a look. We'll expand the Account folder, then we'll expand the Sales folder to see the sales accounts. Let's choose the domestic sales accounts. Now, we're looking at the single period report for domestic sales accounts. You can see that a number of additional views are available. You can access any of these views by clicking the appropriate tab at the top of the window. Like before, the Accounts tab has a plus sign, meaning we have even more views to choose from. As you can see, we have all the standard views that are available for account tables, as well as views that are specifically designed for sales accounts. NewViews provides a variety of useful views for each type of account. There's also another quick way to change from one view to another. When you click the triangle at the left of the title bar, you can see and select any view that's available for that window. We've been looking at views for account tables organized in a report or by type of account. If we double-click any of these sales accounts, we can choose different ledger views by using the tabs at the top of the window. We can also fine-tune the way we look at transactions in a ledger with the View command. And don't forget, you can always read about all the different views in NewViews by clicking the Help command and opening the manual. So what do you think about all the different ways that you can look at your data in NewViews, Bill?
I'm impressed. It's a lot to take in, but I think I'll get to know which views are most useful for the information I want to see soon enough. I think I'll start by heading back to my desk and using document views to look at aged accounts receivable.